respond. They take ages to respond.
Yep.
They've responded. Let's go.
Let's do this.
3, 2. And that is almost a wrap.
Yep,
Almost a wrap
for this month. Hey, Dan?
Exactly. If you are watching this on YouTube and you're like, what are these two gassing on about now? We are gassing on about Noisy November.
Noisy November. We're seeing it out in style, aren't we, Dan?
Oh, we certainly are. On National Chocolates Day.
Is it?
It's also National Square Dancing Day.
Oh, right.
National Giving Day.
Whoa.
National Throw Out Leftovers Day.
Mm-hmm.
And National Electronic Greeting Day.
Okay.
Hello.
Chocolate still reigns
Hello.
for me. It's all about the chocolate.
Mate, chocolate literally becomes prominent from
with
today until January. Exactly.
Christmas approaching, 'tis the season.
More on that later. For now, though, Tommy, what have you got for us to conclude Noisy November?
You nearly called it Nosy November.
I nearly did, but I didn't.
We were just talking about films with noses in them. Pinocchio. Anyway,
fill the month up with Pinocchio.
To see out Noisy November, we have Deep Blue Sea, which is an action film that came out in 1999.
Which we don't have the rights to show, so we're showing you a picture instead.
Instead, we just decided for this.
And it's not even of the film; it's just of a nice one of the sea. I thought it would look nice.
This very subterranean background of ours. This is just a dumb late 90s action thriller that is basically Jurassic Park with sharks, or dare I say, Jurassic Shark, and I absolutely love it.
You're not even sorry about that one, are you?
No. I'm quite proud of it, actually. In a world where films like Sharknado and Three-Headed Shark exist in the depths well, you had to do it, didn't you?
I had to!
You had to do it. Finding Nemo couldn't get a miss.
Great film, by the way.
In a world where films like Sharknado and Three-Headed Shark exist in the depths of movie quality, whilst Jaws floats highly on the surface, you got a neat-ass movie like this one.
I see what you did there.
Treading water. Yes, see? So that's the thing. Look, view it like the quality of shark movies from the depths all the way to the surface. You have the bad stuff at the depths, you have the alright stuff treading water, and then you've got the masterpieces like Jaws that are just right at the heights, right at the very top.
I'm never going to watch Jaws.
I would not recommend it as a film that I reckon you particularly would.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it. It's
okay.
It's good. It's a good film. I wouldn't go as far to say it's like one of the best films ever made. A lot of people do, but it just didn't sit that way with me. I would give it a 4 out of 5 personally.
Would I run out screaming? Especially with the immersive TV you now have.
The opening is very jaw-droppingly chilling.
Ugh.
It's a very chilling opening. It's a
bit like Finding Nemo.
The trick with Jaws is it's what you don't see that's scary.
Right.
It's what you don't see that's scary. It's being worried that there is the shark around, and when it might not be. So that's the real terror of Jaws.
Let's come out of that one.
Yeah. But yeah, watching Deep Blue Sea with friends who had not seen it was a highlight, as they thought they could predict everything in it with all the cliches it teases you as following. Carter and Susan, who are they're the two main protagonists of the film. It sort of teased that they have like a romance, but they don't have a romance, and it doesn't go anywhere. So again, it already breaks that mold of a cliche romance in an action movie. It doesn't do that.
Shout out to Channel 5, the king of cliche film. I swear, that channel, they just show the same film with different actors, slightly different grandpa, slightly different little girl, slightly different charity shelter thing. It's the same blooming film.
Susan surviving at the end. I mean, usually the man and the woman in the story, they both live happily ever after at the end, but that's not the case in this film. Like there are stakes to be had. Preacher, who is the chef character, who I'll be elaborating on very shortly.
Right.
You think he's going to die at the end, but he doesn't, because he's a very likeable character. He's the best character in the film.
Right.
For comic relief as well. And the teens dying during the shark attack during the opening, they don't die. Whereas you'd think usually in horror movies the person dies at the beginning, don't they? Just to introduce the killer of.
Like Finding Nemo. No one saw that coming.
Care to elaborate?
Yeah, the beginning of Finding Nemo, the first 5 minutes.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Nemo's mum. Poor Nemo's mum.
Oh, do you know, that's what I was
But that's
expecting.
the thing. Movies,
I was expecting that in the sequel, like what's going on in the belly of the barracuda? Oh, here they are.
movies need to do this kind of thing though, because they need to show the audience that anything can happen in this film, and that's why they have to kill off characters during the opening sequences. But they didn't do it in Deep Blue Sea because they were breaking new ground. You know, they were taking cliches and then flipping them.
A bit like Vimto Remix, which I recommend, by the way. You carry on.
Oh dear. I'm pretty sure if you renamed the film, you've just renamed it Deep Blue, name of that drink that you just said. But there are some nice homages.
It was Vimto, by the way.
That's the one. That's the one. There are some nice homages to Jaws, what with the license plate in the shark's mouth and the corpse jump scare midway through the film. It's almost like if anyone makes a shark film, they automatically need to pay homage to Jaws. But an unpopular opinion, I'd sooner watch this movie than Jaws because it's way more fun and the effects are updated for, well, effect. You know, it's just it's a film that knows exactly what it is and it embraces it really. Standout character is LL Cool J's chef. Have you heard of LL Cool J? He's a rapper.
Obviously.
You've heard of him, haven't you?
Of course I have.
Yeah,
have you heard of him?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
You're cultured.
Just checking.
His chef character, Preacher, who sizzles the best lines in the film and has a pretty awesome kitchen confrontation with one of the sharks that involves the shark turning the oven on when Preacher is inside.
Hang on, I've seen this.
Have you seen this?
I think I've seen this film. Oh my god! No!
To this day, I don't know if the shark is meant to have done that by accident or it was meant to be that smart. Either way, it's hilarious because obviously the plot of the film is that they make 3 mako sharks smarter by enhancing their brain power. So therefore, they're hunting them and they're as smart as humans.
Can we make you smarter by enhancing your brain power?
We could see where it goes. I might end up hunting
I'll let
you
you
down and killing you.
I'll let you turn my oven on first.
The soundtrack is pretty epic, with a haunting theme for the sharks and an emotional theme for the human's journey of survival. The composer must have felt John Williams' shadow behind him whilst composing a terrifying shark theme, but he certainly delivered, because obviously everybody knows the theme to Jaws, don't they? So it just sends chills up your spine, doesn't it? You also got some big name stars like Samuel L. Jackson, Stellan Skarsgård, Saffron Burrows, and Thomas Jane bringing some scope to the film.
And LL Cool J. Have you heard of him?
Well, yeah, that's why I mentioned LL Cool J separate because he was my favourite character. Alongside some quite inventive death scenes for some of them too. Ridley Scott's Alien was a great influence on the film, as you really don't know who's going to survive on the crew and who isn't. So to close, this film is an odd choice to review for my 100th review that I wrote on Letterboxd.
No way!
This was my 100th one that I wrote.
Nice.
But I guess
please tell me 101th was the Dalmatians film.
I will tell you in a minute what that was.
Okay.
But I guess if I was to go for a special movie to me, it would be too predictable. Nonetheless, this movie has some dated CGI, but it's fun characters, elaborate water sequences, and a musical score that is decent wins it over as one of the top 3 best shark movies ever produced for cinema. So on that note, Dan,
bold.
I'm rewarding Deep Blue Sea 3.5 stars out of 5.
What's knocking it down?
Maybe the effects. You know, some of the stuff can come across as corny, especially if you watch it from today's point of view.
Okay.
But other than that, I can't really deny it's a fun movie. It's just a fun action movie. And this month we've just been talking about action films, haven't we?
Oh yes.
So I had to see it out in style. So yeah, and just so you're aware, the 100th and first review was Godzilla vs Kong, which came out a couple of years ago.
You missed a trick there.
I should have done 101.
Should have done 101 Dalmatians. just for the pure sheer hell of it. Sooner or later,
my 500th one, I'll review 500 Days of Summer.
Sooner or later, I'm going to ask you to name all the 101 of them Dalmatians. You got to learn all their names.
But we're through it now, Dan. We're through this month.
We're through!
And where does that lead us?
Alright, there goes my holiday. Well! That does mean, folks, we are on Tuesday now. Tomorrow we have to endure this month.
The finale.
The finale of this month. The next day, Thursday of this week, Christmas yourself up, people.
Yep.
And that's what we'll be doing next Tuesday here on YouTube. We are going in to Christmas in style.
Yes.
We're going in. And we've called it, Deck the Halls December.
Yes. Yep. And I cannot wait. This is always a great month to do, isn't it, Dan? Let's be honest.
It's the best one.
It is so festive.
I mean, I love your animated Aprils, but this one is just that little bit better.
Yep. And then once we're through that, we're on to the next year.
I know. I mean, you are actually now, you're getting into the point where you're starting to struggle to categorise these films. And Christmas especially.
Can we talk about them already?
What, Christmas?
Well, once this month's out of the way, we've got these months coming up, haven't we? Up on the board there.
Oh, the 2023.
The 2023.
2020. Yes, let's do that. Let's get them off the wall. Oh, balls.
Jenga.
Yeah, I know. Oh, got rusty magnets there. That's not good. Here we go. I'll give this to you.
Okay. So for January, we're going to be doing Joking January. So we'll be doing comedy movies. We'll be doing funny films. You know, films that just.
No, I think this will be a good category because December, as I was about to say, with December, we've done all the good ones.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's getting increasingly harder. Comedy is a good one, though.
Also, I find that January is quite a depressing month because Christmas is gone. It's cold. Everyone's staying in. At least we can have a laugh. You know, like
absolutely what we need.
Up. And then for the next month, we've got Fighting February. So we'll be doing like kung fu movies, fighting movies, films that involve a lot of choreography.
Everything with Sylvester Stallone in it.
Why not?
My dad's favourite category, that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So for the next one, it will be Murder Mystery March. So that will be clues in the title, murder mysteries. So films where they're whodunits. You know, you don't know who the villain is or the killer is. And we might get away with some Scooby-Doos in that, if we can.
There's the first film comes to my mind with that.
Yeah.
Go on, what is it? In my mind, what's the first film that came to my mind when you said that?
Well, I thought it was going to be Scooby-Doo.
It wasn't actually, surprisingly. Surprisingly, it wasn't. It was something else.
What was it?
You'd never expect this from me.
What?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Yeah! Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
That is going to be talked about.
Obviously. And I've seen it.
Yeah.
Which helps. It's a good film, actually.
And in keeping with your birthday month, it's going to be Animated Naughties April.
Never change that animation category.
Nope. Because we've done Animated April, we've done Animated 90s April, and now we're doing Animated Naughties April.
I'm going to look forward to see what you're doing with that.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Because obviously the 90s is a pretty big one to top.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that.
And then we'll be talking about Medieval May after that, which is my birthday month. So we'll be talking about sword and sorcery films, films with a lot of fantastical elements to them.
Not a film, but TV series. My favourite one in that category, Merlin.
Yep, Merlin. I mean, like, they have made films based off of the mythology of that as well.
Have they really?
Yeah, they have.
Oh, well, I want some of that.
And then for June, we're going to do Justice June. So that will be superhero film. I had to get it in there at some point.
Of course you did.
So that will be superhero films of any kind, Marvel, DC, you name it, anything with a cape. And then no capes, as Ed would say.
I should have said that was my line there, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was my line and I missed it. I just let it go right past. No capes. There you go. I said it. You carry on.
You're good. If only you could edit live, eh?
Yeah, I know.
And then in keeping with the J theme, we've got Joyful July. So that'll be happy films that make you feel uplifted, films that cheer you up.
Exactly, which we've previously on previous years done in January before, haven't we?
Yeah. So we figured we'd.
But then not everyone here on YouTube has followed us from the radio, so it's a great opportunity as well to catch up on some films you might have missed.
Exactly, and then in keeping with the summer themes, we've got Animal Movies August.
Now this is new.
So this will be something with talking animals.
See now Scooby-Doo comes to mind.
Yep, Scooby-Doo, Stuart Little, you name it.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry even, yeah.
Yeah. Love that.
And then in keeping, we always tend to do this on this month, Space September. So that would be sci-fi stuff, you know, Star Wars, Star Trek, Back to the Future, Planet of the Apes, you name it. We're going to go through that.
Gonna go there, man.
And it's so difficult coming up with new horror-related words beginning with O. So this one is Out of Your Wits October.
You're running out there.
I am running out. So Scared Out of Your Wits October. So it's just going to be horror movies, scary stuff, you know, like
It's got to be for October.
oogly boogly stuff, you know.
Oogly boogly, love it.
And then for November, a year from now, I guess, we're going to be talking about negative movies. Negative
Now-
November.
Me and your group of friends, we love it when you do negative.
Films that we hate.
Because your biggest criticism when we were on the radio
Yes.
was the feedback was like, he's always positive. He loves these films. What we want to hear what you don't like.
Well,
There's your opportunity.
buckle in.
You've
guys.
got to wait a year, but that's how you can find that out.
Buckle up, because we're going to be talking about a lot of good, bad movies.
We might introduce a 0-star rating system for that, Tommy. You know.
Well, there is only one film I've ever given that to.
What's that then?
Fantastic Four. It was a new superhero film that came out. It was awful. But I'd also give another film 0 stars.
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Nope.
Oh.
Keith Lemon, the film. It was.
I'm sorry, he has a film?
Yeah, and think Harry Hill's film that you did see. A bit like that.
That wasn't too bad. It was bad, but it wasn't too bad.
That sounds awful, man.
It wasn't great. It
But
wasn't great.
We'll save that for next year.
Yeah.
And then to see off next year, we've got Dear Santa December. So back to basics, and we'll be going around in a big circle by that point.
Well, that goes back on the board. Of course, you can look at it. By the way, we've actually gone and
With
put
emojis.
effort into this. I could have animated this on the screen, but instead, here I am, as digital as I am, holding a piece of paper up at a camera.
Yes.
Are you proud of me?
Yep. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
down to your level now.
You are basically a caveman at this point.
And I'll stick this on a whiteboard with magnets.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
a caveman thing.
Yeah, why not?
I could easily put a screen up here, but I don't. I put a board up. Screw the
Exactly.
lot of you.
Screw it.
Screw.
Well, Dan, it's been great seeing through November with you, but let's all face it, we're on to a better month now.
Absolutely. I mean, let's be honest, right? November is like Tuesday.
Yes.
Why is it there? It's there to delay what you really want, and that's the end.
Yes. Yeah. November is the whole week. December is the weekend. You just want to. You have to go
Yeah.
through it to get to the good stuff. You know.
Oh yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. The beginning of November's fun.
Yeah.
You get fireworks, and then that's it. It's gone.
And I will see you
It's done.
next month.
Oh yeah, see you next month, Tommy. Do not forget, YouTube fans, that if you like this channel, and that's probably because you've got nothing better to do on Tuesday nights, you can like, comment, and subscribe, and of course give us loads of abuse as well below. If you're watching this on Embed, just click the watch on YouTube and then give us the abuse below. Tommy is over on Letterboxd. You can follow him there, read more in-depth reviews, read them for yourself, and have your say all over on Letterboxd. Tommy, how do they do that?
Just follow Larkins95. Feel free to follow, comment on my reviews. Verbally abuse me if need be, but I'll take it all in my stride. Hope to see you guys there.
Well, that's what I'm now going to do. I'm going to do some keyboard worrying tonight over on Tommy's Letterboxd channel. You take care till we get to next month, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.